2 weeks away from the NFL kickoff on Thursday night. My first playoff team for the 2025 NFL season is the Arizona Cardinals. I expect this to be my most controversial take on this list, but the team did win 8 games last year, and I think they got a lot better this offseason. They finished last year just outside of a top 10 offense, even with very inconsistent play from Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. I think that'll right itself this year. What they fixed this offseason was their defense. Last season, this team could not get to the quarterback, and they were pretty bad against the run. This year, they revamped their entire defensive line. They brought in Josh Sweat from the Eagles, a Super Bowl champion. They brought in Calais Campbell from the Dolphins, who is still productive, even though he will turn 39 years old. They brought in Dalvin Tomlinson, and they invested in the D-line through the draft, bringing in Jordan Birch, and a defensive lineman who I loved with Walter Nolan. He was one of my favorite players in this draft. This team already has talent in the secondary and at the linebacker position, and they added to that with Will Johnson from Michigan, who fell to them in the second round. It'll be interesting to see how much he can contribute right away. If he can even be a productive starter for them, this will transform that unit. They already have Buda Baker, who's still an all-pro level player, and have Jalen Thompson next to him in the back end. Jonathan Gannon is their head coach, who was the defensive coordinator for the Eagles the first time they made the Super Bowl. And what helped him get that unit there was building the front of that defense, something that he hasn't been able to do until this offseason. The offensive line really outperformed expectations last season. The run game was good as well. The biggest questions for this team is Kyler Murray's consistency as well as Marvin Harrison's potential improvement. I expect both of these things to improve, and I think that'll be enough to get the Cardinals back to the playoffs.